Welcome to Unstoppable You Now, where we uncover the hidden wisdom of the natural world to transform your daily life. Have you ever poured all your energy into winning a heated argument, only to realize that you have lost a friend? Or perhaps you tried to destroy a colleague to get ahead, only to find yourself standing completely alone at the top? Deep in the ancient forest, a strange race once took place, not to find the fastest, but to teach us wisdom. This story reveals a profound truth that winning a competition sometimes comes with a price much higher than facing a defeat. One day, the cheetah felt incredibly proud of his speed, believing no creature in the jungle could ever match his agility. He challenged the old tortoise to a race across a path filled with sharp thorns and dangerous rocks to prove dominance. The cheetah thought that just 1 minute is all he needs to humiliate the old tortoise in front of everyone. The old tortoise smiled gently and said that if you want to win, I will let you win without racing. The cheetah became furious because he believed the tortoise was looking down on him by refusing to accept the challenge. He decided to run like a madman to prove his status, driven by a fragile ego that needed constant validation. He was so focused on the finish line and worried the tortoise might use a trick that he ignored everything else. The cheetah launched himself forward with explosive speed, determined to crush an opponent who was not even participating in the race. He rushed through the thorny bushes, allowing the sharp briars to tear his coat because he refused to slow down. His magnificent fur was ripped apart, but his mind was clouded by the obsession of winning a pointless competition today. He stepped on the sharp stones that cut into his paws, yet he ignored the pain pulsing through his entire body. The physical pain was intense, but the fear of losing face was even greater, pushing him beyond his physical limits. He did not stop to drink water, even though his throat was burning, because he was terrified of losing precious time. His throat was dry as dust and his heart pounded like a drum, yet he forced his legs to keep moving. The world around him became a blur of green and brown as his tunnel vision locked onto the imaginary victory ahead. He stumbled and fell hard, scraping his skin, but immediately scrambled up to continue his desperate sprint to the finish. Finally, the finish line appeared before his eyes, promising the validation and glory he had been so desperately seeking. He crossed the line with a final burst of energy, tearing the vine apart, gasping for air in total exhaustion. He turned around expecting to see the defeated tortoise, but instead he saw absolutely nothing but the empty, silent trail. The cheetah looked back and saw no one. The tortoise was nowhere near the finish line, nor on the path. The old tortoise was still at the starting line, leisurely enjoying the morning sun and chatting with little birds. He had not moved an inch, finding joy in the present moment rather than chasing a hollow victory somewhere else. The contrast was stark and painful. One was a winner in agony, while the other was a loser in paradise. With heavy steps and a wounded pride, the cheetah slowly limped all the way back to where the tortoise stood. He stood before the wise creature, looking broken and defeated, despite having technically won the race he created himself. The tortoise spoke softly, saying, "You have won against me, but please take a good look at yourself right now. You have lost your beautiful coat, your legs are injured, and your pride is covered in deep, painful scratches. I did not seek to defeat you, so I remain whole, unharmed, and completely at peace with who I am." Wise people understand that life is not a fighting ring where we must constantly defeat others to prove our worth. When you win a bitter argument, you often lose the affection and trust of the person you care about most. When you win a power struggle, you lose your serenity, replacing peace with constant paranoia and fear of retaliation. The price of trying to be better than everyone else is often total exhaustion and a heart filled with resentment. True strength is not found in trampling others to rise up, but in mastering your own emotions and actions. Do not let your ego push you into meaningless races that leave you empty, even when you cross the finish line. Sometimes stepping back is not weakness, it is the ultimate strategy to preserve your energy and your inner peace. Success is not about how fast you arrive, but the condition of your soul when you finally reach your destination. We often rush through life, damaging our health and relationships, forgetting that the journey is just as important as the goal. Real victory is having a peaceful mind, a healthy body, and loving relationships that withstand the tests of time. Healing begins when we stop competing with others and start collaborating, sharing, and understanding the unique paths we all walk. Let go of the need to be right, and you will find that you suddenly have much more room to be happy. Be like the lighthouse, standing firm in your values, not running around trying to outshine every candle in the room. In the grand scheme of the universe, our petty conflicts mean nothing, but our kindness echoes throughout eternity. Choose peace over power, choose connection over conquest, and choose your own well-being over the applause of the crowd. Bloom in your own time, at your own pace, and never let the frantic speed of others disturb your growth. The cheetah learned that day that being fast makes you a runner, but being wise makes you a true king. May you walk your path with the wisdom of the tortoise, finding victory in peace rather than in empty battles. Thank you for watching Unstoppable You Now. Subscribe for more wisdom and remember that true victory lies within your peace.